Hello and welcome back to Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. It's been a while, largely because of dealing with work and then getting back to where I was and all of that. So, since being the last time we were in these mines, one, we've still got Dog with us. Yay, Dog! Hey, Dog, how you doing? Also, um, some people have a lot more stuff with them. I've got some basic plate mail on Magnus here. That'll definitely help out his armor class, now up to 14. Virgil is wearing dread armor, which honestly is probably going to be some of the armor he's going to wear for the majority of the game. It's relatively light, only 100 stone, has really good armor class, 19 plus 31. Dread armor. If you are a magic-based person and you don't mind running around in barbarian clothing, this is pretty good stuff. It's also got some dwarven gauntlets on. What do I have on my hands? I don't have anything on my hands. You know what? You're a mage. You don't need anything on your hands. And Sog here is wearing some large bronzed plate mail. So I don't have him in the large leather armor, but this will definitely do in a pinch. So let's see here. Anything else? Not really. My stats should be just about the same as last time. Not sure if I put a point in beauty last time or not, but it's there now. Perception 12, Charisma 12, Intelligence 9. Definitely going to need to bring Intelligence up to continue on my technological feats. Persuasion is still Expert. Haggling definitely needs to go up. That requires Willpower. Firearms Expert. Definitely want to raise my perception up to 15, and then I want to say 18 to definitely become a master of firearms, because obviously that's what I'm using. I'm up to 38 technological affinity. Because of that, Virgil has stopped casting spells on me, because I'm too magically or technologically inclined for magic to work on me 100%. That's okay. I can brew up healing salves really quickly. I'm also wearing oiled leather. It has one less armor point than studded leather, but it also only weighs 150 stone rather than 500. So being able to have no encumbrance penalty and being able to shoot 3 bullets at a time rather than 2, now I'll take one less armor point than that. Let's see, what else? At this point, I'm going to show a clip that I recorded earlier about an encounter that I came across earlier that I hadn't before, which is a random encounter where you meet up with a orcish raiding party. So, we'll see how that goes.
Stop, human. I thought you human, but you one of us. You can go, friend.
Hold on. I don't approve any of this. All of this. You're giving us a bad name.
What? You go away, bootlicker. We beat you because we true orcs.
You'll be licking my boots before all this is through, swine.
Die!
Okay, so I guess this is a orc raiding party. And Alyssa, even though she is a half-orc, not exactly big into slavery. These people are pretty deadly. Thanks, Virgil. Nothing to loot on you. And you've got 76 gold, not bad. A crappy sword and some barbarian clothes.
What is it that you wanted?
And you care not for the dark barbarian clothes. Okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, that didn't do too well for the orcish raiding party. Another thing that we didn't explore because I said yes, I'll accept, and I didn't ask any questions there, and I was hoping I'd be able to talk to him again and start asking these questions, but apparently not, is talking about Gilbert Bates about a bunch of things. So, yeah, may I ask you some questions before I leave?
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
You didn't actually invent the steam engine.
I have never actually claimed that I did. It was just people's assumption. I have invented any number of devices based off its principles, but I did not invent the first one.
Is that not dishonest? Taking credit for something you didn't do?
Yes, it is, and it torments me every day. I was but a child when the robed ones gave me their dire warnings, and I was terrified. They were explicit that I was not to reveal the origins of the steam engine.
May I indulge you you to answer more questions?
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
Why the need to impress the dwarves after they rejected you?
You don't understand. I was orphaned at a young age. The dwarves represented everything I wanted my family to be. A tight-knit clan, and the respect I had for their brilliance with technology. I made the mistake common to youth. I thought intelligence equaled compassion. I needed to belong, to find that I had some worth.
You were orphaned. What happened?
My mother died, bringing me into this world. I believe my father died then as well, even though he continued to exist in the world for some 8 more years. When he could stand living no longer, he took his own life.
But abandoning you like
He
that?
left me decently provided for, and with his grasp on reality becoming more tenuous each day, I believe he felt I would be safer in the care of others. The last thing he did in this life was to give me that ring.
And then you gave it to Stenar.
That is how much his friendship meant to me. I was devastated when he disappeared with the rest of the clan. I believe I felt more deserted and alone then than I did when my father killed himself.
Just a few more questions.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
And what can you tell me about the recent attempt on your life?
There's not much, really, as Chukka is given to overzealousness in his protection of my person. He rendered the interloper lifeless before I could question him. All he had on his person was an amulet bearing the symbol of the Molokian hand, the eye in the hexagram.
The Molokian hand?
They were a religious order of assassins some 500 years ago. Rumors of their continued existence surface periodically, but are usually proven to be hoaxes. I figure this for a new group trying to adopt some of the prestige of the name.
You know, I understand wandering around in chainmail would make a lot of noise, but this game could have, like, not included that. They seem to be after me as well.
Let us hope for both our sakes that they are mere pretenders to the name, then. I would be loath to have the authentic Molokians out for my blood.
Why do you suppose they tried to kill us?
I do not know, but I am beginning to believe they are behind Stenar's death. This all seems to be pointing to my involvement with the Black Mountain clan, doesn't it? That is why I feel it is imperative to find out their fate. Our lives seem to be dependent on it, in fact.
Some of our lives more than others, eh?
Yes, it would seem I am well protected here. However, the more staff one has, the easier it is for one of them to be bribed or replaced with an assassin. Also, my notoriety keeps me a prisoner in my house. They will always know where to look for me. You, on the other hand, can blend with the crowd, so to speak.
And just a few more questions, please.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
Can you tell me about your business?
Well, as you know, I am the foremost manufacturer of steam engines in Arcanum, virtually without competition. I am working on a prototype for a smaller, more efficient engine right now, as a matter of fact. I also have various interests in other technological endeavors.
How have you devastated your competition so?
It is not much of an accomplishment when old Cedric Appleby is your chief competitor. Poor Cedric. Always was a bit of a blundering fool. I really wish I could have convinced him to come work for me.
Why, if he's such an idiot?
Cedric and I were close friends when we were children. He was furious that I wouldn't introduce him to the dwarves. Can you imagine? I had a difficult enough time gaining their respect without his simple-mindedness. After I invented the steam engine, he began to despise me. Strangely enough, I wish he was still my friend some days.
If I may, a few more questions.
Of course. Well, as you know,
Do you have any
I am
labor
the
difficulties
foremost
in your...
manufacturer of steam engines in Arcanum.
Okay.
Virtually without competition. I am working on a prototype for a smaller, more efficient engine right now, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
I also have various interests in other technological endeavors.
Do you have any labor difficulties in your factories?
Why do you ask? Half-orc? You're not a labor sympathizer, are you? A unionizer, perhaps? I can assure you, my workers are happy to have the jobs I give them. I treat your people better than any other factory owner. Of that I can assure you.
Now, remember, our background is now remember, our background is, in fact, a unionizer. And we've seen the condition these factories are in. I'm sure you believe that, you racist oppressor.
How dare you, madam? I will not have subhuman labor agitators insult me in my own home.
Subhuman. I can take your pomposity no longer. Death to the bourgeoisie!
Chaka, attack!
Well, first off, for some reason we are in real time. We do not want that. Let's see. This isn't going to matter much because I don't think I'm going to leave the fact that we've, killed off Gilbert Bates as reality. So, let's first off, physician, heal thyself. Don on our oiled leather to give us some protection. Let's see, so you're the bodyguard. Actually, I'm going to, I've, spent too much of my, fatigue points. Let's see what Gilbert Bates has. Shoes. Chukka has a quality hammer. Big smoking jacket. Which, if I recall right, the smoking jacket, yep, increases reaction for people. You had a rifle of some sort. Yeah, shotgun. And some chained mail, which wouldn't be too terrible. You were also equipped with a shotgun and a broadsword. Okay, so everyone's equipped with both guns and swords. But yeah, I don't think we're going to continue this reality where we kill Gilbert Bates. Although, who knows? Probably not. Anyway, so let's go back to where we were. Besides, we'll want to have some answers about, you know, what's going on here. Okay, so what I want is dog to engage. Yep. And because he doesn't have a weapon to actually get damaged, although, my god, he's got a body that can get damaged. So, my job is going to be healing. Dog looks pretty good. Dog no longer looks pretty good. So, yeah, welcome to, oh. Okay, great. Yeah, that's what this thing's gonna be, is it's gonna be just like the, bridge combat thing where, we can take on these people, although that's a level 15. Oh, you're just super difficult. Okay. That's easier to swallow, but yeah. So, when we come back, essentially what's going to happen is I'll get past this and we will be resuming our work into the mines of the Black Mountain Clan. It's going to be a day. Have a good one, folks.